How to create a free landing page using Google Sites. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how you can create a landing page for your business, for your website, for your YouTube channel using Google Sites without having to pay for any kind of web hosting or web domain names, just by using Google Sites. So let's get into it. First off, you're going to go on sites.google.com, and over here you can see this is the basic dashboard. Everyone has a Google account, so you're probably going to log in using that. If you want to change your account, you can do that from the top right. And now we're just going to start with a blank canvas, and we're going to create a landing page for a travel agency. So we're going to create a landing page for a business that focuses mainly on travel and visiting different areas. So this is the basic work setup on Google Sites. Over here, you can actually start designing your website, but if you're a beginner, I would actually suggest you take a look at their template. So what you're going to do is actually just take a look at their template gallery at the top over here. And you can see there are different templates available, which do allow you a lot of customization. So it's easier if you get started off with a template and then change it accordingly to your needs. So if you see over here, so let's just say we're a small business, and we're just going to use the dog walker template. And now our template is loading, and we're going to edit our template. So you can see over here, this is what the general template looks like. You're going to add your own details, your own imagery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my company name, and I'm going to resize it. And now I'm going to move it to the center. So below that, you're going to add whatever kind of text you might want to add. A short description of your business is the best thing to add after your general homepage or the general welcome page of your website. So we're just going to write a little description. So now after that, I'm going to change the image. Now I've added this different image. If you can take a look at your right side, you're going to see all the different options that are available. So you can add more text, you can embed your other YouTube channels, your Instagram handles, any other platform you might want to link to your website, you can add that over here. You can also add stuff from your Google Drive, and over here you can actually change the layout of your web page. So if you want to make it like so, it's going to add another block to your website, and you can add more information about your agency or business. Below that, you also have your collapsible group. So if you add this, it's going to have some text that it's going to be collapsible. So let's just say if it's a travel agency, and then you can add some text inside the Dropbox. So we're going to add some text like so, and this is going to be a drop down box. You can add that especially to the top. If you're selling some kind of merchandise or you have any kind of products that you're promoting, you should probably add this to the top and add a little drop box so your customers can view that easily as soon as they enter your website. You can also add a image carousel, which is basically moving images. So once you hover your mouse over it, it's going to move the image. We're going to add our site name. So like so on, you can add more sections to your first page, and then you can also add more pages. So this is your basic home page. You can add another page. You can name it your maybe bookings page. And like so, you're going to have a bookings page after your first home page. Let's say we're going to have a contact us page. Then you can add a community page, and so on. You can design each page individually. The good thing about Google Sites is it allows a good amount of customization. I'm not going to say it's very customizable. You have to go with a lot of these set standards, but it still allows you to create a very decent website without having to spend too much time or effort. And it also does provide you with a free website domain and a free website hosting service. So that is always a plus point, that you don't have to pay for those two services. And if you're just starting out, you might not even be able to afford paying for these services. So once you have designed your website to your need, however you like it, you're just going to click on publish, and then they're going to ask you for the web address you want. So it's going to be sites.google.com/Far East Travelers. And then you can also request the engines to not display your site for now if it's still in a demo phase. If you're not completed with it, you can do that as well. And you're just going to click on publish. And now your website is live. We're going to take a look at the website we've created. You can see we have different tabs. We have our little description area, and we also have this drop-down box. If you click on any of the different pages, you're going to head on over to those, and so on and so forth. So in general, I think Google Sites is a very good tool to use to create your website, especially if you're a business that's just starting out and you need something that does the job, it functions well, and is not too confusing to use. I would suggest you definitely do take a look at Google Sites. Now, to summarize, even though Google Sites is a pretty decent website builder, I still would prefer using Wix over Google Sites, and I'm going to tell you a short condensed version of why that is. Now, Google Sites, although it has decent formatting, you can't really customize stuff. So if I want to move this block to maybe the edge of the page, or I want to change something up, I really can't do that. And that's something that really limits your design element on Google Sites. So maybe I want to place this at the bottom. I can't really drag and drop this block, which can be a huge issue for someone that's really starting out and they just want something that is easy to use. But this is just going to be something that they will have to deal with. They're either going to just have to use the template as it is, or they're going to have to start from scratch. Another reason why I don't like Google Sites is because of the limitations on templates. Now, if we take a look at their template gallery, you can see there are only a handful of templates, and this is why I don't like Google Sites and I prefer Wix over it. Although it's a decent website developer, it's not the best, and it's not something that's going to allow you a lot of customization, which is something that you're probably going to end up needing after a while. So whereas you can get started on Google Sites just as easily as you can by logging into your Google account and going on Google Sites, creating an account on Wix or Squarespace is going to take a bit more time, but it's going to make a website that is long lasting. Now, if you take a look at any of these websites, they're decent, they're fine, but they're not something that are gonna, stand the test of time. And if you go on the blank template and you start from scratch, that's gonna take you a lot of time to create something that is really appealing to the eye. You can see it's a very standard look when you're using Google Sites, and it's quite distinctive. So you can probably discern a website that is created on Google Sites versus something that is more professional or more well made. And if you see the different fonts, obviously Google Sites has some of the basic fonts, but they don't provide you with font combinations like other websites do that provide you with glowing fonts, neon fonts, italic fonts. There are categories for those fonts, and a lot of other website developers do provide that, whereas it's something that is really lacking on Google Sites. In general, I think you can create a decent website, but let's just head on over to Wix over here. And on Wix is also a free website, and I'm getting no commissions from either of these web developers, so my opinion is really unbiased on this. I don't get money if you use Wix or if you use Google Sites. I just think for a good website, you should opt for Wix. That is, you can see I've created my account on Wix and I've created a bunch of websites as well. If you just click on create new site, Wix is going to ask you what kind of site you're looking to create, and they're going to give you templates according to your needs. So if we search, we are making gym. So if we want a website for a gym, and now we can search if we want the Wix artificial intelligence create the website for us, or to let a template or let a basic design and then edit it onward. So if you click on edit a template, it's going to give you templates according to your business needs. So I searched for a gym, and you can see how many templates. I have 45 pages worth of templates just for a gym based template, and that is what I was speaking of when I say that Google Sites is not going to stand the test of time, because with templates like these that you can customize so easily, it's going to be a bit difficult for your Google site to actually stand out. Now, if we just open up one of these templates, I'm going to show you the difference between a Google template and a Wix template. And it's going to provide you with a good insight on why I do say what I say and why it might not be worth it. The convenience might not just be good enough for you to opt for Google Sites. And I'm not saying this to be a negative Nancy, but it is what it is, and Wix is just too good at what it does. Wix provides with a service that they are passionate about, and they have customized and tailored the website development process to the core. And the only negative point that you can add onto Wix is that sometimes you can customize it a bit too much and you might ruin some design elements. But other than that, Wix really does outdo Google Sites by a landslide. So Google Sites, although it's a decent website developer, it's nothing special. And maybe you're just running a very, very, very tiny business and you don't really need a very large web developer, a very updated website. It's something that you need just to make sure or claim your business. For that purpose, I think you can use Google Sites. And this is a template by Google Sites. And our Wix template is loading, and this is a template by Wix. So you can see the difference. You can see how all of the things that are on Wix just can't be seen on Google Sites. It's just too updated, it's on trend, it's just better. And I think you can opt for Google Sites if convenience is the thing you need and you just need a claim to your business. You don't want anyone else creating a website for your business or your store, and you just don't want to update it or even look at your website. Just create a site on Google. But if you're looking to create something that's a bit professional, that's gonna last you a while, and that's gonna be a appealing place for your customers to view your products or your services, I would say that you should take a look on Wix. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will catch you guys in the next video.